Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gregtech Community Edition Modern. We are finally ready after my mistakes and misunderstandings. Don't remember if I showed it last video or not, but we're going to go make ourselves a quantum link chamber stuff. Pretty close to being able to have all that stuff made up. What is going on up here? Is there an issue with something? Oh. Probably a lack of... Why is it not working? It is so confusing. 9-10 wire. There's gotta be a problem with this. What is it? I don't know why this stuff kind of happens. If we put all of that back in there... Why can't it make the circuit board? Maybe we try it somewhere. Oh, you know what? I'm staring at it the wrong way. Of course it can't make the circuit board. It's not a circuit assembler. What a crazy thought I had, putting it in the wrong machine. And then being mad it's not working. Alright, now we can actually get to our... making of the... Put that and do that. We got ourselves a terminal so we can actually access it once we get it to the other end. And now comes the making of the quantum chamber stuff. So we're going to need a bunch of these field generators. Oh, I had everything ready for this too. I messed with stuff is the problem. So let's grab ourselves out some stainless steel. 32, that'll collapse down to 4. That'll make us 8 crafts, which means we're going to need another 2 more. I think. That should be plenty either way. So we'll get our plates, and then the other part that we needed was the circuits, and I definitely did way more plates than I needed, but nano processors, let's see. They are HV ones, yes, yes. So if we need 10 crafts, that's going to be 16 plus an additional 2 more crafts just in case. That does have everything there for that too. Ugh. Now, from what I understand, the quantum ring does need to be powered from both sides. So we're probably going to access it right over here. And we will put it in on the other side, powered through a diesel generator, which I should actually have a diesel, but combustion. Combustion. I thought I'd prepped one of those. Do I have it in my inventory? What? Why do things seem to keep disappearing? Well, we'll give all our stuff a second there, and in the meantime, we can grab out the TNT, which I placed somewhere here, and make our singularity. As that is the first step. I have it in my backpack. First step to making our quantum leap thing. It's an ender pearl and a singularity. You can use the dust, but I want to make sure it works, so we're going to use the ender pearl, because I don't remember if AE adds the ender pearl dust into it or not. We're going to come right over here so the items are in some water. Put them both on in. Oh, come on. Both of them in the water. Going to place our TNT down. Break all the grass around it. And that should work. And there it is. Our quantum entangled singularities. Now it does recommend naming these. So we're going to name them Void Connection. Void. And there are those parts of that. So now, if we come back, it looks like we're pretty close to being done. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. 6. Got 7 of them. That's close to what we need. I think we actually only need 9. Ooh, did I make these up? I think I made a way to craft them. Not that. I did. So we're going to do our titanium plates. We need 8 crafts, which is 32. Come on, not 100. 32. That's not right. That's 4. Wait, no, that's 8. You need that. Do we have... Looks like we were missing some of our wires. We need a little bit more of that. It's enough for the 1 more that we need. And then we need the processor. We need our engineering processors. We're going to need 8 crafts of it. So we need 16. And we're missing... Do we not have the... I think we're missing diamonds in this... in the thing. I think I set everything else up to auto-craft. No, I did not. Let's get that. And that's why. Because it's not diamonds I need, it's diamond plates. I think. Forming press. No, I don't have it in there. I should have some still in there. We do. Okay. So there's a 16 of those. I think I've got the stuff for the Fluix pearls. Oh yeah, they're probably downstairs. Kind of remembered I did some of this stuff. Don't remember. Did I? Let's go check our part over here. Quantum ring. Oh, and we're also going to need more of this, so we'll just do the 16 there as well. I will be back when those are auto-crafted up. Alright, we are back with all of the items should be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we just need ourselves the actual link chamber. Just gonna need a bit more glass. While that's crafting up, actually that should be relatively fast. Yeah. There we go. We got ourselves all the parts we need now. Oh. I do need to start up a combustion chamber while I walk away. Just so we have a dedicated power supply and not one of the big ones that I'm more inclined to try to leech off of at some point. But now, to build this out, we need to build a ring. I wonder if I need quartz fiber in the center. Nope. Okay. So it goes together just like that. You put in one of your singularity connections into this side. And now, if we go on over to the other, we just have to grab ourselves the combustion engine as it comes out. We'll be almost done. You have myself a screen so we can check if it works on the other end, as well as an energy acceptor and an energy cell to store power in. I always find it interesting how little, like, the bigger cells actually make so much of a difference until your thing is Whoa. Like, I actually don't even know if there's any reason to have the larger energy cell besides if you start running out of power, you have a little bit longer of a buffer to access your items. But now we can come over to the other side. And I was thinking of starting off the quantum link chamber down below, as then it's easier to power and all the cables can kind of be run around down here. Our gasoline's going to start coming down right there. So I was thinking we go just like this. We do our energy acceptor next. And our energy cell. And so that'll charge that on up. With that active, we can actually come right over here. Place down our quantum ring. That's not going to work. We'll go this way. Don't know if this will work exactly like this, but we'll see. And our chamber. Put in our link. And it does look like it does not work unless it's connected to that one. Got it. So then we're just going to break the two of these then, actually. And our floor while we're at it. And link it just like that. So now I should be able to pipe it up right over here. And we should be able to access all of our items. I don't know why I tried to go the long way around. If we pipe this up the rest of the way, go down our terminal, and look at that. We can now access all of our items from this panel, which on the other side, now this allows us to not only access everything from this side, but we can also, well, not access just through here, but we can also engage in more autocraft stuff and start to get rid of more of the pipes like this and just use ourselves a bunch of the Applied Energistics interfaces and things. Especially since one of the things that becomes a big mess is having pipes like this, where it's like if you just put interfaces on, then all of the things take up one lane, and it's a much simpler task to wire everything up. The only thing comes down to making sure that items recycle stuff properly, and that's when it comes down to doing the sub spaces. So that's where I kind of wanted to try some stuff, but that'll be something I have to do over on the other side. How can we make ourselves some covered cables? Cable. I think it takes wool. Oh no, we just have to dye them. Okay. Oh no, no. It takes... Okay, rubber. That's easy. That is super easy. So that's actually something that's not too hard to get. Now, one thing I did want to check about doing... Before we get too far into this... Where was it? I don't think it was this. It was this one. Because this thing is actually a very simple recipe for us to get to. If we get our HV, we can get styrene from benzene and ethanol, and we can get into our better rubber production. I think I ended up using all the stuff that I prepped up for this too. What am I looking up LV for? Chemical reactors. So we need one of those, and then we need all the parts for a bigger one. I did want it over here so that we could use the other cables to hook it up. See if we can get that going as fast as we can here. Because the issue I have is I don't have sulfur on the other side. I did want the sulfur to be working. So that's why I had to make it over here. Just got to check if I have an interface. An import bus. It's going to be the best that we got for that, I think. If we do an interface, we do have one. That's good. Okay, so now just got to go wire it up over on the other side there. So let us get a lower combustion engine just so I don't have to do all the power degradation on the other side there. Using a bunch of transformers does kind of make things a little bit more complicated space-wise. And we've already got pipes all underneath all the places I want to put it at. Now the question is, do I have a place to store it? Doesn't look like I do. So we'll go ahead and store it. We can do a bronze crate, that'll be fine. Give us plenty of storage space for it. A fluid. Oop. We can start that up while we're gone. We're gonna need that too. Because we can get all the way close to that process, but not quite there. Okay, do I still have pipes over here, or did I totally messed up again without pipes? Something I normally stack in my inventory, but they seem to start clogging it up so much that I started getting rid of them. Alright. So, I wanted to do it just right here so that we can have it right behind this stuff. Have the rubber placement probably like right there maybe. So we do have our benzene and our ethylene. Those are the two markers we're going to need. benzene. So, combine that. Let's look at this one more time. Butadiene and oxygen as well. Which that's actually fairly easy for us to get because we have our barrel of oxygen up here. We can just drag it down. It's the other reason I kind of wanted it over here. So we're going to place it. Here's our oxygen. Right. Goes on top. Okay. So we can kind of just do this whichever one we want. I think we'll do it starting right there. That allows me to pump this down, over, and no. Think the right way. That's already connected. We just need ourselves the wrench. So that's there. We can come down, out and across. We've got it right in there. And then that's going to move right into the next one. We can start the... Ooh, sweet. An HV cable right below. That actually worked out perfectly. Didn't plan that at all. So, not this one though. That's LV. That was a real close one. Okay. Put that there. We will get this one down there. So now if we do auto output, that should start to pump in here. Maybe. I did it right, it would. And then auto output. We should get both of this. We just need energy, and then we're golden. So now we just need to pull our... Nope. This is our gasoline. Pull our gasoline back on over. And that is golden. One more thing. We need our butadiene coming over, dropping down. Enable that output. And we just need to drag our oxygen down. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure that that doesn't slosh around. And then pipe it right through over where we need it over here. Oh, that's right. We make hydrogen in there. I forgot. That's not good. Okay, so we want the hydrogen out. Okay, let's go fix that with some fluid filters. Fluid filter. And one more. Get a voiding cover for now until we get it wired up properly. So we've got so much hydrogen production that we don't need that much. We should have our crate done as well. There's our crate, and our fluid solidifier part should be done as well. Now we just need ourselves a mold. Let's see. There's our ingot mold that I was needing. Fluid cover. Voiding. That should be the last of what we need there. So now we say, let's look at the thing, recipe for hydrogen, and we're just going to go hydrogen. We'll do right. Oh boy, this is going to be a problem. Be there. And we'll say insert not hydrogen. But now we should be able to grab all that out. Should fill up and get to going on it once it's got 16 in there. There we go. 41 raw butadiene rubber dust in there. We're just going to have to go underneath and break out. Oh boy. I didn't realize I basically used every space for that one. I guess we'll snake this a little bit different, or we can put the cover down first. Do that one, put in that, and void it. Now we can put our pipe back down, and then we will be drilling a hole through the floor, because this is where our cable's got to come up. And need an interface. So I don't think we need the interface, we just need the import bus. So we got to place our cables down here. We need our import bus there. And that's going to say sulfur. Import sulfur dust. I just realized we actually don't want that. We do want the interface, because that will keep up a single sulfur stock. Then silly enough, I've forgotten a advanced chemical reactor. So I'll be back once I got that one, and we'll be wrapping it up. Alright, back again with the last of our components we need. So we are going to have to drill 2 more holes here so that we can pipe up our power through this. So we do need our basic chemical reactor down right there. This one is going to have a robotic arm on the bottom. It's going to transfer exact 1 from there. So this is going to import. Did we not put the sulfur in there? Are we out of sulfur? There's no way we're out of sulfur. Oh, you know what? Requires me to link it up. We're gonna run this cable straight across. Down 1. And there we go. That should fix that problem. Now we should actually see a sulfur in there. Now we want it to eject items out that side. And so we should see insufficient energy. Exactly what we want. As now we just got to pipe over our power. To right there. And place our diesel generators down. Wire them to face the right direction. And now we should see that. Put our ingot mold in here. Have it come out. And then we need one more cable over to here. And we'll give it a storage bus, which is still in the backpack. And we put our bronze crate right on top. We also wanted to say we only want these. Only this. Filter on insert and extract. And place that down. Now we just need to put our output there, and there we go. We've now automated our styrene butadiene rubber. Which this will actually make that so that we can use less of the other rubber, which is pretty nice. I don't think this one, both the rubbers will be required. Okay, so I guess I will have to make the silicone rubber at some point, but this will replace our regular rubber, making the need for the other rubber much less useful, because this is 4 times more useful. So one of these can cover 4 cables, or 4, rubbers worth of cable, basically. So if it requires 2, you only need half of that. If it requires 1, you only need a little bit less. So, fourth of it. But I did get my clean room done. This is why I was wanting to get this AE system done, because now I can come on over and pipe this in down over here. I can start moving my machines over here so that they can be in this nice giant clean room wired up properly with automation and things like that. But now that we've got that done, and we've got our quantum link right down here, things are going to be a little bit easier as we can just build out this area. That sparkle's kind of cool. Showing that that's working like that. That finishes that for us. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!